All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's chat real quick about Delphi. Is like Pac-Man. The crap just keeps piling up. And that old saying, sus is sus, meaning suspect's a suspect until it's over with. And nobody's been clear in the Delphi case. And I imagine there'll probably be more arrests. And if people were paying attention in the beginning of this case, when these guys started getting all picked up, the Kurtz, uh, Keegan Klein, Chadwell, and the rest of these guys that they were looking for, but they probably left town. Bet it was something going, something other than what they were leading to believe. So, you know, and I feel sorry for some of these YouTubers that fell for some of these YouTubers' crap. And they were led on a wild goose chase, manipulated. They attacked people, their chats. They tried to lure people. They tried to blackmail people with porn stuff or photos or whatever. Very devious. If they weren't the killers, they are now wanted for blackmail, threatening, actually threatening people if they don't shut their mouths or stop talking, they'd be attacked. Their channels were attacked. Yeah, very, very, very devious. This is everything. I do believe the higher up government, not the Indiana police, the higher up government has been watching for a long time. It's true what they said. Now everybody's talking. Is it Richard A? How many people involved? I don't. I can tell you, folks, this much. I don't know why you folks are under someone's spell, but you can't understand that Richard Allen might be or might not be the killer, but he might be Bridge Guy. He might have been there. We don't know. But you're also forgetting, and what a lot of these people are forgetting is the police, the main evidence is the recording. And the police said there was numerous voices on the recording other than Abby and Libby's. Well, who are the numerous voices? Nobody's paying attention to this case. There's a reason for this. A reason for this. It's very well could be that this whole thing was manipulated by a very sick individual or individuals. I can't say 100% without seeing DNA or a closer footage of Bridge Guy to say it's Richard Allen. All I can go by is a gait, the way he walks. Now, if you paid attention to Bridge Guy, and then you paid attention to the gait of Richard Allen as he was locked up in prison, you folks would know. But I don't know what's wrong with you folks. I really don't. It is something demonic. It is something very evil. Uh, we're not afraid of it. Like I said, I think some of these guys are just waiting to find out what targets go. So all I can say is I don't know who the killer is because I wasn't there and I don't have all the evidence in front of me. I'm only going off of what I've seen the past 8 years. Now, what I have seen is this Delphi crew, this crime sector, They stick together. They're picking sides. What creator they like, what creator they don't like. Some of these creators are wanted for very bad crimes. Not 30 years ago or whatever. We're talking recently. A lot of these creators are not movie people. They're not making a movie. They're crime people. A lot of these people have somehow injected themselves into it, confessed to things that I don't understand why they would even say they were there or their phone was there or whatever. It's very devious. I would think so. It's very devious. And a lot of these people were called in. A lot of them were called in. A lot of these YouTube creators that we're watching, these big YouTube creators that claim they're head honchos in the Delphi case and all this and that. There's been reports called in. And them reports, some of these people are saying was never checked up on. That's where the corruption leads. Some of these YouTubers, I don't know. With Greeno, a lot of people are saying, well, Greeno said this, Greeno said that on film, on camera, whatever. Well, I don't know. If somebody or these YouTubers are creating this madness, they said they had the photos of the crime scene and seeing the girls and everything. That there was a leak, they got their hands on the information, but that was stolen goods from the court. And then they went ahead and showed other people, and that swayed the case. That that swayed the case in people's opinions. They benefited from it, some of them. They probably made money off of it, selling photos, maybe. They directed people in the wrong direction because it was $360,000 involved, right? Supposedly. So I don't know. I don't know. What do I think? I think they're all suspects. I can't take Anthony Greeno off of the table. I can't take Chad Weller, none of these guys off of the table. Not when these YouTubers are talking about they belong to some club or something, or initiation or something, to some club, they ride motorcycles, whatever. I didn't say that. That was these YouTubers that said that. So it's very, very, very messed up, if you ask me. And it's like Pac-Man. It's just all lined up. Oh, so I don't know what to say with all this stuff. You had Greeno apologizing to the family. You have Greeno and these other YouTubers acting like they're government, and they're not. You got the you got everybody now saying it's just corrupt. It's just corrupt. Yeah, Greeno saying that his family was police, that they work in the labs. You had all this crap going on. You had them all teaming up together on Greeno's channel. You had them attacking us, people that weren't buying their crap. You got people asking questions. How come everybody that was on Greeno's channel is coming up dead? A lot of people are watching Greeno's channel just to write down everybody's name that's in that chat. You got Greeno sitting there telling people on his channel he knows he's going back to jail. You got women that were threatened by him and numerous people. And I agree with some of these YouTubers. He should have stayed off of YouTube. He should have stayed off of YouTube for a while. He's just caused so much trouble. I don't know. What can you do? Right? There's nothing. He made himself suspect. He confessed that his phone was there. He was by the murder scene. At first, he said he wasn't there. He was at the police station. No, it's like he contradicts himself to make you believe one thing, won't make you believe it. Almost like a cop, a wannabe cop. If he is a cop, he's going to be scrubbing toilets for a long time because he screwed this case way up and even made himself a suspect. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. I have to admit the kid's got talent, but he's dumber than a box of rocks. And he's violent. And the women are, he treats women very bad. And you know what I hate the most out of all this? For 8 years, Greeno has been doing nothing but treating women like trash, causing trouble, sending messages, don't call, don't do this, don't contact anybody or he'll kill you. And then I see people on this panel saying, we don't know what's wrong with this community. These people are violent again. We're not buying your crap. We've been sitting back watching this crap unfold. I'm sorry, but it's your boys that caused this mess and the violence against them. Nobody else. I don't want to hear it no more in the Delphi case that people are violent. You shouldn't have had people getting attacked. You shouldn't have brought up anything private about people's private lives, messages, whether it be nude photos, whether it be they're in porn. These guys brought it upon themselves, man. That's private stuff. That's like Trump stuff. I'm like, why are we even going to court for this hush money? I don't care about that. That's a private life. I care about what happened in the Oval Office. That's what I care about, right? Because that's the people. So I can't go along with this crap. And the whole thing with the syndicate killed them, they all were on board with that. It was the Mexican, it was the syndicate, it was the mafia, it was everybody. It was the Odins, it was the bikers, it was the meth. Why don't we just say what it was? A pedo meth ring club that they probably all were connected somewhere down the road. It's a small town. And it was more than one. And it's possible the family was involved. Or this whole thing happened because maybe something the family did. So I can't say right now. You got people that, what these people don't understand is their tips that were called in on Mike Patty. on Cody, on the family, even on Greeno, folks. Many people called the police on Greeno. The footage is all there. They can delete it all they want. It might take a long time, but all the evidence is there. He's he's gone crazy. That other dude, Harmon or whatever his name, he went nuts. Many of these dudes, right on camera. What can I do? There ain't nothing I could do. There ain't nothing anyone could do. I think they're all being watched. If you want me to be honest, I do believe that until this case is over, they're suspects. And if they're teaming up to come to somebody's rescue, I don't know what to tell. I'm dumb, but I ain't that dumb. Somebody did something wrong. I mean, he might be innocent, but he ran his mouth so much that he made himself guilty, and they're trying to save him, maybe. Or he is guilty and obstructed justice. The case, he sent people, spies, and he sent women fake accounts to have these women butter up to men. And we're seeing this in other crime channels. Try and get photos, info to blackmail people. It's horrible. Justice, democracy, it's horrible. I'm having some tea, relaxing. I hope my microphone ain't too much. Like I said, I told these people numerous times. 5 years ago, I told Greeno, turn himself in. Said the same thing to Harmon and a couple of other of these people. Turn yourselves in. You're on the run. You are wanted. There's numerous uh, reports on these YouTubers, right? They are looking for them. They are on the run. If not from the police, from the vigilantes. There's nothing anybody can do, really. Not even the police. The police have been trying to cool everything down with these people. They're not buying it, folks. The police are scared, right? The people want justice in this case, in numerous cases that we believe are connected. We're looking at Evansdale, right? We're looking at a lot of things. Very suspicious. Now, whether these YouTube creators created this to get views and subs or to try and monkey with people's heads, it backfired on these dudes. I don't know what they thought they were doing. And I listen to a lot of these people and everything. And let me tell you another thing. I know you're out there watching delphiers or whatever they call them or whatever. Greeno and possibly Harmon, right? You people are gullible. We've seen these YouTubers fake their death and come back as somebody else. They're just not buying it no more, folks. I'm sorry. I ain't buying it. Line of crap. They are bad actors. People are talking about a war. I think there is a war going on already. Oh yeah, for years we known it's Greeno sending people his fan club and everything. And there's other channels sending their people here, causing trouble. We know that. I just think they got themselves into thicker things. There's one dude probably who's like me that is just not going. I went into Greeno's channel 5 years ago and told him to turn himself in. I ain't going back in there again. I ain't going back in that chat. And I know you want me to be in your chat and your channel. And I know you message me all kinds of stuff, Greeno. I know this. But I can't. I can't. See, because I can't be involved in any of that. You're a suspect. And I know a lot of people are coming to your aid. I know a lot of people are getting violent, and it's on your end, Greeno, not ours. We're just defending ourselves. We're just defending ourselves. I can tell you, Delphiers, this much. Anybody that goes ahead and says that they have something to do with that case and made themselves look like they were guilty and made it look like that they weren't there, but then they were there, but the next day his family was looking for him and his own family turned him in and he couldn't walk for a week or whatever. Well, people were starting to think, well, I don't know, did you have to drag them bodies up a hill? And somebody might have hurt their legs or back or whatever. We don't know, right? Some of these guys are wanted for very bad things. They created this mess and they thought it was good publicity. Good publicity or bad publicity. You don't inject yourself into a case and make yourself a suspect. And then tell people you were questioned. Then tell people your phone was taken. They won't give it back to you. Then to tell people you weren't there, nowhere around there. You were at the police station exactly at that time. But then you tell people, well, you were there. You passed right past there at the same time as the murders were occurring. I think it is something demonic. This ain't our sickness. They sold their souls to the devil. We ain't taking their sickness. We ain't taking their crap. There was numerous people connected to the murders. I believe. Starting with Keegan Kline. And I do believe starting way before Keegan Kline. A lot of people have their own opinions. Go right ahead. That's fine. But I don't send people over to attack people. I'm a small channel. I don't stoop to people's childish levels by trying to blackmail them or get information or infiltrate their channels. I don't know what I'm dealing with. It's corruption to the highest mark. Anybody that would even try and make it look like that they were involved in that murder just for views or subs or whatever is crazy, folks. The double homicide of two young girls, possibly more, like these two guys were doing, or three or four guys that we've been watching was doing, is just crazy. Complete craziness. You have to be a nut job to do something like that. for subs and views. And we don't know if these guys are lying for views, subs, the way they've been attacking people and threatening people. Uh, it's more like they did have something maybe to do with it. Debbie said, "I'm not saying who." Oh, it's all right, Debbie. We know the Delphi crew's been very upset lately. They've tried to. They tried so much corruption to keep us quiet, to attack us, to kill us. I do believe they have done very bad things to people. I think it's just a zoo. And when these YouTube creators start saying on camera they know they're going back to jail, that's what does that tell you, folks? I don't know. These folks are they're more crazier than I could ever be, folks. Right? I treat women with respect. These idiots have been getting women to come in here and try and infiltrate. They have actually faked accounts, and they're men with women's faces, and they cause all kinds of crap. These are very devious, evil people, and they're wanted. Nothing I could do about it. Right? They've threatened too many women. They've threatened to kill too many kids. They're not making movies. They're not a movie channel. They do nothing but crime 24/7. And now some of the professionals and some of us YouTubers are like, these are the people. You know, we do see that in America a lot, where these people create the havoc so they can fix it and be the hero. We know everybody is buddies with Greeno. We know that he's got a lot of fans. We know he's been using them to threaten, silence people, attack people. I can name off 10 channels that have been doing that. It's a cult. They've been hacking channels. They've been writing to the judges. They've been calling the police and making fake reports. Right? I mean, come on, man. There's nothing anybody really can do about it, except for write down all the names. And that's what a lot of people have been doing. Every YouTuber that's been in his chat is probably being written down, documented. And let me tell you another thing. He sucked a lot of people down with him. These Delphiers tried to suck a lot of people down. I think it's a giant one. We're just trying to find out, is movies involved? Was this a big movie? Is music involved? We don't know. We don't know how deep it goes. How deep is the corruption? Who knows? We know people are screaming out corruption is because oh, thousands of people called in on some of these YouTubers. And they're still on YouTube. A lot of people called in the authorities on a lot of these guys, and they're still on YouTube, right? That's why a lot of people are screaming out corruption. I mean, if you ask me, a couple potato chips, Deb. I don't know what to say. No, some barbecue. I had some steak tonight, Debbie. Now I'm having some barbecue chips. So, like I said, folks, people ask me why I am the way I am. Well, because I'm somebody, and I've been led down the road to hell too many times. And I ain't going back, right? I don't know who the killer is without seeing all the proof. I can give a theory, right? I can voice my opinion. And you know what? They might have Bridge Guy, but who's the people on the recording? And you know what? I'm dumb, but I know this much. It was an ongoing case. These people were caught with photos, with an ongoing case, leaked, stolen. Actually, they're not saying leaked no more. They were stolen, and then they were leaked onto YouTube. So actually, it was stolen merchandise or evidence. And for these guys to even show, pass them around, whatever, is obstruction of justice, folks. They could be charged with that and possession of photos on an ongoing, actually, of children naked, and that's against the law. I've watched 3 people already, ex FBI people, say that's against the law. It don't matter what it is, right? Underage kids naked is it's against the law. I don't know. I don't know. It is corrupt, but it is corrupt on their end. Not us law abiding citizens, not us people that do many things on YouTube music, movies, DIYs, you name it, outdoor videos, whatever. Uh, our life is not consumed in crime like these people. I would say, if you know, I've gone to psychiatrists. Uh, I was on medication myself for many years, and I probably would still be taking it if it didn't almost kill me, build up in my system. But these people have serious problems. They are so indulged on delphi that it's so freaky that it is almost like they're trying to cover something up themselves. And that's what's crazy. And then us getting attacked, right? Spiritually or whatever. These people breaking out into coughing fits and everything. I've been attacked like that. Felt like I couldn't breathe. Right? Felt like I couldn't breathe. I think that's someone else's YouTuber sickness or something. Right? I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know what's attacking us. But I can tell you this much. It ain't right. To me, it's demonic or something. I don't know. You know, I can't judge these people because I'm not the creator. And I can't say Richard Allen is the sole person because there was other people linked to that account. And there was other people that knew what was going on out there. Right? A lot of people in the beginning of this case thought that it was a revenge kill because maybe the family said something they shouldn't have or something, supposedly the rumor or whatever. There's a lot of people that didn't buy the bull crap. They're all suspects, folks. Really. I'm letting you, I'm trying to be honest with these people. It's not a closed case. And I hate to say it, even the family now is sus. Or at least the media, social media, is making them look sus. And other people, some of these YouTubers are making themselves look suspicious. Debbie, you want some chips? They're barbecue. I'll have one for you. It's everything wrapped up in everything. It's espionage because these people have their channels infiltrating. Even on Facebook, I've caught these people trying to get in. They all knew each other before Delphi. Or once they got into the crime sector, they all became friends. Or Greeno's a big channel. I don't know how he's dumped 2 or 3 channels already because he incriminated himself. No other reason. Plus, he was attacking women. Greeno has gone through 2 or 3 channels, changed the name on them, dumped all the videos. I'm sorry, kid, but you make yourself suspicious. A lot of these dudes did. A lot of these dudes brought up shit in the Delphi case that they should have never brought up. Was a man's personal life. That's something you just don't bring up in a double murder case of 2 young girls and possibly more. You just don't do that. And these YouTube creators did it. Right? I don't care what women are in porn. I don't care who's hooking up with who or who's sleeping with who or whatever, or who's passing around nude photos, unless you're trying to blackmail and bribe us. Then I care. Then you folks broke the law. But honestly, I don't care about any of that because I'm a human single man. And I like older women, not kids. I don't know why you guys like these young kids. I don't know. Probably because you guys like to control women. I notice a lot of these dudes like to control them women. And I've noticed a lot of these people lying. That's why I called some of them the father of lies, the son of the devil over there. But fact is fact. They can go ahead and try and threaten and everything. I can tell you one thing, man. People are starting to question the people that are coming up dead in Delphi surrounding Anthony Reno. Dropping like effing flies. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, these dudes brought it upon themselves. Hell, you got cops fighting against cops and everything. It's just madness. It's effing madness. I could tell you right now, some of these people need help. I've been there before. Get help. Talk to a psychiatrist. Get on some medicine. Some of you. I'm telling you, I've been there. I've been there. I've had to talk to the doctors, the psychiatrists. I'm dumb. I got a disability, but I ain't that dumb. I think the worst thing these guys did was made themselves suspects for subs and views. I was like, that's just stupid. That's idiotic. That's idiotic. And then they tried to sue people for saying they were the killer. I'm going to sue you. You said I was the killer. Well, that's funny because the videos you made it sound like you were the killer. Matter of fact, I got my own studio. Sometimes all I do is run Bridge Guy's voice and watch YouTube. I'm no effing idiot, boys. When they told you I was good, I'm good. We don't play around. And I think the Delphiers should have focused more on both of them, the voices and Bridge Guy. Now let me really blow your minds. If we're dealing with a real sicko, the voices you're hearing ain't even the real people's voices. And Bridge Guy, well, Bridge Guy was planted. And everybody's going, oh my God, are you kidding? I said this 5 years ago. Something's wrong with that video. Just so happens there was. So I can't do anything about it. I've already been attacked, poisoned, threatened, right? What can I do about it? Not much. It's all part of the game. But I can tell you this much. Now we know everything that the federal government and Homeland Security and everybody was talking about is real. These YouTubers, these organizations, these people with big fan clubs or whatever, they don't even have to do anything. Their fan club does it for them, right? It's like the mafia. Some mafiosos look out for each other. If they get wind something's going on, they take out somebody for them to protect them or whatever. And that's what we're seeing all over YouTube. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's got everything. It's got spies, espionage, blackmail, extortion. It's even got porn. This is unreal. This is unbelievable. And people think it's a joke, but I'm like, it's not a joke. It ain't a joke. If they're connecting the dots and it leads back, and I hate to say it, a lot of people are saying, well, Klein was hooked up with music and this and that. And the note that was left behind, or the map that had lyrics on it, maybe, and some diagrams on it and stuff like that. I mean, it turned into a circus. And then They want to try and point the finger at little channels or people they think that are going to stand down and not fight for themselves. And then these guys create a small war, and then you got people dropping all over town. And then they're sitting there going, "What's going on?" Well, you guys, you pissed off the wrong nacho. There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can say, do. Right? These people want to know what. Look at, I got this Lane Staley guy comes in there. Always asking, where's all these people? I don't know, Lane. I don't stalk people. It's none of my business. It's not my job to worry about them when the government calls me and says we need you to keep an eye on these people. Then it's my business. Till then, it's none of my business what these people do. I don't know why you guys try and do stuff like this. It's no wonder there's a body count with this whole thing in YouTube. Dumber than doornails, I can tell you that much. Dumber than doornails. She's a married woman. Go ask her husband where she's at. Dumber than a box of rocks. This is what I'm talking about. When people ask why I am the way I am, is because I don't know who's behind that name. I don't know who's behind that screen. For all I know, you're all government people trying to take me down because you don't want me running this country, because you know shit will be turned upside down. But that's okay. I'm going to back out because you've already been threatening me. You hacked my channel. You owe me billions, but you know what? I live to fight another day. I'm going to walk out of this one broker than a joker, but I'll live to fight another day. Amen to that, brother. So I think we all, some of us have figured out what's going on in this whole YouTube drama crime channel thing or whatever. Right? I think a lot of people have figured it out. Hello, Miss Kelp. Hello, Miss Debbie. Hello, Valdez and my hair Lane Staley. Excuse me. It's all about control. I can't be controlled. I won't be controlled. I won't be manipulated. I won't be used no more as a toilet or a joke or whatever in the Delphi case or whatever. These people did it to themselves. And then they want to blame me. Right? They want to blame other people for their madness. Thousands of people called in and made Greeno a suspect, Harmon a suspect, all these people. Why? Because the way they were acting and the way they were talking to people. Innocent people don't run. Innocent people don't threaten when you ask a question or whatever. A couple of these, not just Greeno and whatever, whoever that other dude was, there was numerous people. Then they were threatening with the mafia. You understand? They were threatening with the mafia. Oh, we're Italian. We're hooked up or this and that. Stupidest thing these guys could have did. Because there's guys out here that ain't connected. They don't know nothing but kill. They don't have no rules. I don't know what these idiots did. They did something. And yet a lot of people are blaming the government and everything. And I'm like, well, they could have got a handle on it a little more. But when it gets so far out of line, you got a small war going on right underneath the police's nose. Some of the cops are dying. You got a small war going on right underneath the Federal Bureau of Investigation Pentagon's nose. And that's probably what we're seeing here. It just got way out There's Miss ATS News, Lane Staley, if you want to know. Why does it look like Johnny is in a dark room and some weird person is in the doorway? That's looking outside my window. That's some demonic thing they sent to keep an eye on me. Oh, Johnny's been getting really hot with solving a lot of this stuff. Oh, they're pissed. Right now, I would imagine Greeno and all his friends are sitting in a small room with a dark circle. With a Johnny down. I wouldn't doubt it, poking holes in it and everything. Breaking my arms and stuff. Just joking, Greeno. I hope you learn from this mess, Greeno. I hope you learn from the mess that you created for yourself. And the rest of these delphiers that are suspects. What are you looking at? What's it look like? Kel, there's someone scratching about Jennifer Soto. Or there's something sketching out. Jennifer Soto. But anyways, folks, stay focused. Don't believe everything you hear. Yes, these people are trying to send everybody on a wild goose chase. Yes, some of these people are wanted for very bad things. Yes, some of these people did commit obstruction of justice in the Delphi case. Should they have been charged? Yes. Why? Because they're not news people. They don't have news protection. And for two, it was an ongoing case. They corrupted the case. Case closed. Now don't tell me, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. That's the facts, Jack. That's the fact. It was an ongoing case. They were passing around photos. And if they made it all up, then why would they even say that? To try and get people to go ahead and blame them so they could say, oh, well, you blamed me and said I was the killer. Maybe it's because you said you were there. And then you said you weren't there. Then you said a lot of things that just didn't make sense. Plus, they had the inside scoop. They were making people look like fools. And they knew the whole crime scene because they had the evidence. Hell, 2 years into 3 years or 4 years into the case, they were screaming about carvings on trees and sticks and carvings on the body of all the girls. All kinds of crap. And that wasn't supposedly released. It was only 2 years ago. Shh, shh, shh. It wasn't 5 years ago or 4 years ago that was leaked. It was just 2 years ago. That's like the Karen Reed case. The guy never made it in the house. Send text to everybody. Oops, I need a new phone. It was just, we were planning to upgrade anyway, so. So I don't know what to tell you folks. We're all under demonic attack. We're all possessed by whatever they've been sending or creating or doing in the woods or whatever. I wouldn't doubt if these people are paying to have voodoo people do stuff to us, or these Odins. I'll tell you what, I'm not the only one saying there's something freaky going. I think it's a church, and we got the church too. Because why? Well, because some of these people were church people too. And then they run to the church and ask the church to help them. Now you got God coming down on you because these guys made themselves criminals. You got God and government coming down on you. Why? Well, because he's my grandson. You're not going to do that to my grandson or my granddaughter. And then you got the whole world coming down on you. And then you got to walk away. Wait until your troops are stronger. Wait until the military's built up a little more. Right? We're not forgetting. We know. You know, we know we're getting threatened. We're going to take away they'll take away your Medicaid, Medicare, take away your food stamp card, take away your disability. I'm dumb. Any doctor that even looks at me and talks to me for 5 minutes will tell you, we're going to stick with what we told you idiots in the first place. He's got a disability. Hey, I learned some stuff and then I forget it. Sometimes I'm hot, sometimes I forget it. Concussions do that. All right, let me see what's going on in chat. Let me see. Oh, Karen Reed, Framer. Let me see what they say to you. Oh my God, Johnny, guess what happened today in court? They're claiming they found a piece of hair of her on her bumper that belonged to John O'Keefe after a blizzard and her driving all around. It was planted. Well, the only way you can plant something like that after this long in a case is they would have had it been in the autopsy room and pulled a hair out of his head and then planted it on her bumper. I mean, I don't know. Now, is it possible there was a piece of hair maybe pushed up underneath it? Maybe her bumper was a little rusted or in one of the cracks. You know, I hit a deer once, and the hair was within the. I was in my IROC. I had to buy a brand new hood for my IROC, and the hair from the deer pushed up in between the front nose clip, and uh, I didn't even notice it until 6 months later. When I was cleaning the car real good. I was giving it a real good cleaning. I was like, what the heck is this crap in my. It was like stuck in between the front nose clip and the front fender on the my rocks. It's like a rubber front piece. And there was hair in there from the deer. Or maybe, let me see what ATS and Cout saying Karen Reed is lucky she's smart, pretty, and has money. I don't know. There's a lot of single women in prison. Let me see what it take. Yeah, or maybe they had his hair from the car itself or his clothes. Not necessarily autopsy, but I think it's possible it was put there. Yeah, yeah, it could have been at the house if he was, or at somewhere they found a hair, or took it off his jacket or hat. Did he? If it was snowing and cold, did he have a hat on? Nylon hat, stocking cap, or whatever. He was winner. Anyways, let's get back to Delphi. I can honestly say this. Hopefully, this is a lesson to all these Delphiers that if you make the wrong call, these some of these people will suck you down the tubes with them. And like I said before, it's just like anything. It's just like a drug dealer that you don't know, but might be watched by the government. And all you got to do is walk up to him and say hello as he's walking by, or whatever. He just stops and says hello or whatever, and he's being watched. Well, now they're going to wonder who you are because all you did was say hi. Or you might knew the dude. You might be friends with him, but you have no idea that he's a big time drug dealer. And if you're seen around him, then you become what? Part of the investigation. And it's the same thing with these YouTubers uh, that created this mess, right? If you're around them or talking with them or whatever, and there's an ongoing case, well, now you become part of the case, right? Especially if you're friends with them and talking and communicating. It's an ongoing case, folks. It's not closed. Everyone is a suspect. And here's the thing, we don't know if they're telling the truth. The police can come out and say, oh, these people have all been cleared, but they're lying, right? So I can't go on anybody's channel. I can't do anything. Why? Because they're suspects. Hell, you got one of the YouTubers saying that they're good friends with the family and dated and had a kid with one of the adopted kid with one of the family members, apologizing to the family, and it got out of control and his shit got mixed up with. Yeah, you can't be making bad calls like that, and I can't. I've seen one other YouTuber that's like that, and he's a lawyer, and he's like, I know you guys want me on my channel, but he can't. He's too busy. I'm not going to mention any names. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying my opinions, right? I'm just saying my opinions. I don't know. What would have been the best thing that some of these YouTubers could have done? I would have said, take. They should have took the advice that people were telling them and stay off of YouTube for a long time, right? I think one of my Gabby Petito videos just hit 3,000, 2,500 or 3,000. One of them, one of my crime Gabby Petito case videos. Hey, I just give my thoughts and theories here. Do I know who the killers are? No. Do I have a guess? Yeah. Do I have a do I have theories or suspicions? Yeah. Um, do I listen to the voices? Yeah. Like I've been saying to other people in chats, you might have Bridge Guy, but now give me the voices. Match the voices to Bridge Guy. Whatever voices are on that recording need to be matched to these guys. If they don't match, then there's a problem. You might have Bridge Guy, but he's not the guys on the voice. He's not the guy on the recording. That's all I'm saying. Yes, I do agree, Miss Kelp, that people will do very bad things to remain in power and to cover up evil that they have done or been affiliated with. But to see these people get up on some of these channels and say that they've been all over YouTube and Delphi community and it's a very hateful one. Well, that's because you got these people that are the big dogs sending people, their viewers, to people's chats, causing all kinds of madness. Yeah, it's like espionage. I got to make some more tea. I'll be right back. All right, I got some tea going. Tell you this, after watching CJ out there, I really don't think RA matches those girls across the street or march those girls across the street. We don't know. We don't have the evidence. I can tell you this much. If they cross that stream, there's evidence. Unless you got the most stupidest forensic evidence investigators in the world. If they went through that creek, them clothes were wet, and there would be footprints coming out of that creek and going into that creek. So we don't know what evidence they have. I think this should be an open case in court with cameras. We, the people, want to see the evidence. Did they cross the creek? If not, then they were dumped there. It makes sense because how can you have hundreds of people that are looking for them that night in that area? Even the news channels that were out there showed that night cars by the cemetery with lights on. You could see the parking lights and everything. They searched that whole area and said the girls weren't there. Someone is lying. Either they found the girls late that night or somebody found them or they weren't there. Right? You have the phone pinging all over town late at night. Then people saying, no, that was mistaken. That's not true. And everything. We don't know until it goes into court. If it goes into court, we don't know. It's just it's ugly. It's crazy. It's madness. It's everything. It's just we don't know. I want to compare the handwriting, right? I want to compare the handwriting of Richard Allen's confession, supposedly, that he gave to the judge. We want to look at his handwriting and make sure it was him that turned it in. You people only you got blinders on. We got some very devious people out there, very violent people out there that would do anything to either lead the people away or to be the superstar. Hold on, I gotta get my tea. Yeah, I agree with the ATS news. I agree with you. And here's the thing, folks. Some of these people, even if they had nothing to do with Delphi, they're wanted for other things. I hate to say it, violence against women, threatening people, and not making movies. They were serious. Uh, you know, and if some of these people have family that are within the police force or judge, I can't believe these people are right in the court. I can't believe some of these people read the and the judge read their thing and or listened to them. I was like, how do these guys go from being wanted to now being people that the judge is reading letters to or they're writing into the judge? And that's just unreal. What happened to our little Debbie? What time is it? It's midnight. I was gonna get some. I was gonna get some Pac-Man in tonight. Now, do I hate Green over any of these dudes? No, I don't know. I just know they have been attacking everybody. Hell, they even attacked me. I mean, I have to admit the kid's talented, but dumber than a box of rocks. There's just some things you don't do. Oh, dang. There's just some things you don't do in an ongoing case. You certainly don't tell people you got family within the police department and labs. Just, I'm going to eat this state up. I'm just going to eat. I'm going to change this whole state. They're shocked. They're like, "Are you kidding? No, we're going to change all this crap. This is madness. Complete madness. How the heck do you do something like that? I have no idea." But they did it. They found some way to do it. I don't know. They're all saying it's corrupt. It's corrupt. What can you do? I don't know. Oh, it's my job. I gotta watch these dudes. Nothing we can do. I got to. It's my job as a citizen, especially when they're threatening women and children. I wish they were making a movie, but they're not. No, you probably not of two young girls naked. No. You know, I was on someone's in someone's chat and an ex-FBI agent was on there and he kept telling these idiots. I think it was Rick Snake and Todd Chris or Chris Todd or whatever. And the FBI agent was sitting there telling them, and he said, "Wait a minute, before you guys say anything, I just want you guys to know that possessing any photos, not even if they're just crime scene photos or whatever, on an ongoing case. Any photos of any kids naked and being passed around is considered pedophilia and pedo stuff. It's against the law. And he told them guys, you guys do understand that, right? And they were all like, oh yeah, yeah. And then he came right out and asked them, did you guys see the photos? And like, oh yeah. Oh well, wait, no, I didn't see all the. I only had some photo. Oh no, no, no. You know, their story changed. I don't think they realized what they did, and that is obstruction of justice. I mean, my opinion. I'm no professional. But this is why people can't get a fair case in America. And they're trying to get the case out there so much where it's hard to find a jury. And it's still an ongoing case. Even after Richard Allen is locked away in jail, this is still going to be an ongoing case. Or if he's found innocent and released, it's still going to be an ongoing case. It ain't going to be over. Everybody thinks, well, once they put Richard Allen in prison, it's all over with. No, it ain't. It ain't. Not when you're dealing with a pedo ring. It's everything the federal government was saying down here in Indiana a year or two before the Delphi murders, that they had a problem here. Meth, prostitution, young girls missing, MC stuff, organizations, some trafficking ring, pedo crap. That was years before Delphi ever came on. Matter of fact, right before Delphi, there was a big task force. And these guys are good. They'll set you up. They'll set you up. He better run and hide if he's released. When hasn't he been threatening people across the gross that people found them? He took photos or pictures. He better run and hide if he's released. Who's released? What are they talking about? Don't watch it. Oh, who? Greeno? No, we got to watch all these people. And I don't watch Greeno that much. If you're wondering, I don't. If somebody says, have you checked out one of Greeno's photo or videos, then I'll check it out. But I don't watch Anthony Greeno a lot. Sorry. Although I get a lot of his fan club over here. Or someone that's trying to make it look like they're from Greeno's channel. See, Greeno's put himself out there where he might not even know what's going on, and his own viewers are attacking people. Thus for setting him up. We don't know. Debbie, you want to play some Pac-Man tonight? Ladies, some Pac-Man. I'll turn the camera around. Ooh, I'm eating them up. Whoa! You got me. Pac-Man, let us see. Are you done looking at the... Are you done looking at the thing from The Exorcist? Don't you folks watch movies? You remember when he rips open the curtains in The Exorcist, the original one, and it's... You see that demon with horns. All right, hold on a minute. Let me turn this camera around. Well, I hate to connect Pac-Man with Delphi. I could tell you this much. My heart goes out to Abby and Libby and the other 28 or 30 women down there and kids missing down there down south. My heart goes out to the family, which some people are looking at the family. We don't know, right? But until every single one of these people, or the single killer or killers, or even pedo people, these people want to let these pedo people off. And I'm like, oh no, you can't take them off of the table because they're pedos. They were the ones that were chatting with her. I mean, if they didn't do the murders, at least they're connected to this case because they were luring the girls and talking to young minors. Oh God. Let me move this. Tripped over the thing. All right, can you see, ladies? Cherries. Why can't I get up there? Ooh, God dang it. Can you guys hear? Someone must have. And I'm out of little dots. Oh shoot, I gotta eat now. Game over. Can you guys hear? Yes, I'm having some tea. I think I'm gonna put some honey in it. My throat is starting to get on. Come on. next one. Oh man, cherries. Ah, dang it. I just wish them dudes in green on them would turn themselves in. And stay off of YouTube with delphi. Oh, shoot. But I can't control people. And no, I don't have no beef, and no, I ain't stalking Reno or have any hard feelings for him. But fact is fact. If he ain't wanted or a suspect in Delphi, he's wanted for threatening all these women and kids, supposedly. So, I don't know. I don't know why he's bringing up private life about one of these chicks being in porn. Who cares? Right? Women got to make a living. At least, I don't know. What do you want me to do? No, not do it. I know I haven't seen any of these porn movies. Which woman is he talking about? I have no idea. I don't know, man. I'm 50 some years old. I don't know why they're using high school techniques or whatever, blackmailing or extortion. It kind of makes it look like the whole thing's a racket, a scam or something. I don't know, somebody got a grudge against somebody and they can't let it go. It's one thing to say something, but when you start talking about private life, then it's kind of crazy. And Greeno, I know Greeno's trying to say one thing. Oh, son of a. I understand what he's talking about, but some people take it too far. And Greeno put his own life out there and his real life. Dang it, come on. Oh, shoot. Dang it. I think something's wrong with my joystick. Oh, wait, that probably didn't sound right, did it? I think so. I think I need to clean my joystick. Ooh, now I got him. Ooh, now I got him. Oh, dang it. I know that probably didn't sound good, did it, Debbie? I got to clean my joystick. Dang it. I mean, some of these people, I'm sorry, but some of these people created their own mess. Hell, it got so bad for Greeno one time. I think people were signing, like, if you're going to run for Congress or Senate or president, You need so many votes, so many signatures on a piece of paper. I think they were passing around a piece of paper and having them sign it to get Greeno off of the Delphi gate. The kid is a good creator. I'm going to let him know right now. The kid's a good creator, a good editor. But if we're going to go ahead and overlook things that people do because they're a great guitar player or a great editor or whatever, and the double murder of two young girls, we might as well just throw it all away. For all we know, they are the traffickers. It's ugly. It's just ugly. It's just ugly. And then you got people now they're questioning the Doug Carter and the Doug Carter and the Mike Patty video where they're talking about, well, we had a long talk on a ride. We pal around, we talk now, hang out, and you know, Doug Carter told Mike Patty, we owe you. I feel we owe you on this one. Mike Patty saying, oh, yeah, you guys owe me on this one. I think you, Doug Carter, I think you owe me on this one. I thought, what? I don't know, and in the beginning of this case, Mike Patty was bridge guy. Everybody was out there saying it was Mike Patty. It was crazy. I hope you guys don't mind me playing Pac-Man. Wasn't this like one of the first video games that came out, or was it Tetris? Ah, boogers. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, dang it, he got me. I'll whoop your butt in this. Any of you ladies feel like you're strong enough to take me in Pac-Man? Come on. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. I gotta clean my joysticks. I think my joysticks dirty or something. I gotta clean this up. I knew I should have got a new controller. I can see I will already beat you. You will not, Debbie. You can't handle this. This is pure perfection, woman. Pure perfection. This is pure perfection, woman. Oh, man, I ate that thing before he came in. Oh, dang it. Something wrong with this thing. Joystick is messed up. I think I got another controller on there somewhere. Come on. Oh, I missed them. Ah, dang it. All right, let me see what chat's saying. Debbie for win. Infection. Damn right, Johnny. Let's go play a big one at Dave and Buster's. Oop. Then we had Tom, Jels, Hubert. Oh my gosh, Jels. I forgot that game. Should have worn protection. What are they talking about? Now you risk not obtaining an arrest. What is she talking about? Or him or her. I don't know what they're talking about. No, I got no problem with that. If it's the right woman. Should have worn protection. Who? Oh my God! Did they sleep with some of these YouTubers? They should have wore protection. Ah, fill me in on what's going on, Kelp. What's Kelp talking about? My God, they must have got to Kelt. Now even Kelt's acting crazy. So what do you think's going to happen in the Delphi case? Do you think there's going to be more arrests? You know, I was thinking maybe Greeno was there. Maybe Greeno was there and ratted on everybody. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. And they're protecting him. That's a possibility. He might not have done the killings, but he was there. I mean, he keeps saying that he had something to do with the case. What did he have to do with the case? I don't know. They said they took his phone and won't give it back to him because he said the killer, somebody that they were investigating, called him. Well, that would make you an associate of him, right? I mean, you must have knew him. And that's another thing that didn't make sense is Greeno said that the killer called him. Why would the killer call Greeno if he had no idea who Greeno was? Why would he even put himself at risk to call Greeno? That's what I mean. It's just, out of all the people that call, you call Greeno? I mean, they don't make, there's no connection there. And that was a year, that wasn't even a year into the case or a year into the case. They took his phone after, I do believe it was somewhere around uh, that time that Keegan was picked up. So I don't know. Now, Greeno might not have had anything to do with it, but he made himself look like he was involved in the case. I mean, I'm just going to say the kid's a good creator, but dumber than a box of rocks. When did he say that? Called the show. Doesn't mean he did anything. Seems like I've heard G say several different versions of where he was that day. Yeah. Yeah. Now he's saying he was there at the time of the murders. He was right there, just past that area. How you don't know how he didn't see what was going on or the car. Or maybe he did. Now he's saying maybe, you know, it's funny because he's like, well, you know, now that I think of it, maybe I did see the car there. I'm sorry. It's hilarious. I'm like, this is madness. No, he didn't call the show. He called Greeno's personal phone. The killer. Greeno said that the police said they took the phone. The police went to Greeno and said they wanted to question him. They asked him for DNA and they took his phone because the killer called him. And if the killer called him, then the killer would have had it don't make sense. Why would the killer call Greeno out of nowhere? It didn't make sense. How would he have gotten Greeno's phone number? How would he have gotten anything? Why would the police, if Greeno is such this government person and a private investigator or has family in police, why didn't Greeno take the phone to them? Why did Greeno tell everybody that the police came to him, wanted his DNA, questioned him in the case, and then took his phone? It don't make sense. It does if you're a suspect. It don't if you're just a YouTuber creator or whatever. It don't make sense. Miss Kelt, I know people want to feel part of this case, but when you implicate yourself and you're innocent, that's just stupid. Hoping that you can turn around and sue because these people are looking at you as a suspect, or uh, they or trying to sue the police because they question them. It's stupid. It's a racket, a scam. That's why the police probably looked at Greeno right away, because Greeno, before even Delphi came around, people are saying that Greeno was not a good, was already wanted for things other than child support. I don't know. Go figure. And then, Miss Cold Truth, she's a mod of mine. Now, whether them two were dating or not, in the beginning of this case, everybody thought they were dating. But then it got ugly. Right? Then he started saying Miss Cold Truth was all over him and hitting on him and whatever. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, oh my God. Now he's bringing personal stuff into it with the women. I have to admit, Greeno's probably got more women I can shake a stick at. But there's a way to handle that. And it's definitely not coming out on YouTube saying that she made advances after you. She wanted me. She was jealous. They were in a room alone and she made advances towards him. What? Come on. This is dude. It's supposed to be about Abby and Libby. And now it's turned into a soap opera. I'm sorry. But I can tell you this much. Greeno is way out of her league, in my opinion. But I don't know. The women just go crazy for Mad Men. I'm just going to go crazy. They love it. Hell, that one YouTube creator was showing videos of Greeno in a straitjacket locked in a nut chair going into the police station, spitting at him, biting him, trying to go crazy. It turned into a zoo. Now all these women are coming out saying he threatened them and he's going to kill their families and everything and showing nude photos of them. I'm always left out. I haven't seen no nude photos of any women. They always leave me out of all the good stuff. And then he turns around. I mean, these women, I can tell you this much, Greeno. If a woman shows you a photo of her personal body, that's something very private and something you keep sacred. You don't tell people that she showed you her naked body. That's very special, very sensual between a man and a woman. It's like high school. It's like high school. You just don't do that. I ain't never done that. My sex life is private. Right? You just don't show photos because you're having a bad time. I think the whole thing, the whole way you went up was just a bad thing, kid. But you're young, kid. You're young. You're 30. You got a lot to learn about women. That's one thing you don't do. They might drive you completely crazy, kid. They might do some really bad stuff. They might make funny or inky winky, tinky pinky. But don't break the rule of manhood. Don't show the goods to nobody. Because that's very sacred with a woman. I think some of these women test men that way. You don't ever show anything that anyone shows you. That's private. That's like what I was saying with Trump. You know, this whole Stormy Daniel thing was a private thing. That should have been a private thing and separate from tax invasion and all other kind of crap. That they're saying that's breaking real laws. And I don't know why he would even pay anybody. I would have been like Elon. I don't care. Go ahead and tell everybody I slept with her. Are you kidding me? That's one of my notch belts. All the men will be like, "Oh my God, you slept with that? Oh yeah, look at it. You bet your butt I did. Look at her. I was knee deep in that. Well, I would go to them. Go ahead and go to them. Once the guys at the club hear about this, I'll be a king. Because that's what us men do. That's how us men think. All the guys down at the club would have been patting him on the back. Oh my God, you see her, Mr. Trump? You lucky dog. But he was married. So, I understand he was trying to hide it, but it had nothing to do with government unless the money was paid out of uh, campaign money. Then that might have been a no. I don't know. These kids today, yeah, she's nasty. Who is nasty? Oh, you mean Stormy Daniels? She's a freak stripper porn chick, and she's sharing her pathetic story to the world. Yeah, yeah. It's gross from both sides. Yeah. Kelp says balls deep. No, I didn't say. I said knee deep. I was knee deep in that. Knee deep. What are you using? Knee deep. I was knee deep. Not what you said. Knee deep. But yeah, it's turned into a mess. I don't know how Greeno gets all these. I'm telling you, I have no idea. I'm gonna change my whole life. I'm gonna start treating women like trash. I think they're more attracted to him. The more he abuses these women, the more they want him. I've been doing this thing the whole long way. The whole flowers, the whole treating women nice, not calling them, trying not to call them names, not get mad at them, babying them, loving and all that and everything. And I've been doing it all the wrong way for many years. It's no wonder. I've only been with a handful of women my whole life. And doing this whole thing the wrong way. No, I've been promoting women. I've been lifting these women up. They're great and powerful and independent women, and sticking up for them in chats and everything. Hey, leave the women alone. And I've been doing it all the wrong way. Because I notice every time he gets mad and curses at people, all these women and everything, they just can't get enough of him. The whole thing is just backwards. Well, of course, I'm dyslexic because I have a disability. So I'm totally backwards. Totally backwards. I don't know how to deal with this situation. Johnny, don't be like them idiots. Women don't like that. But it's 2024. Ooh, I got him in the tunnel. Oh, dang it. I was going to get that. I'd beat any of you ladies in this. Even little dead Debs. The Tasmanian devil of you, too. Dang it. And I think they handed the election to Trump. I don't know, maybe. Not unless they sentence him before the election. I don't know if you could be a felon and run for presidency. I've been doing history of all the. Oh, presidents. The only one that's been brought up like this was Nixon. But Nixon resigned. Nixon resigned. He stepped down and he left. He left uh, the political world, right? They said, Nixon said, "What's his options?" And they showed him his options. This is what we got on you. And he did the smart thing. He just resigned and stepped down, and they didn't go after him. Uh, Now, I don't know if Trump had that option or not. I don't know. Well, they have, if they're going to go after Trump like this and everything, he had secret papers, he had this, he had that, he was paying off this, he was lying about his taxes, uh, he was doing this and that. Well, now you got to look at every single president. And that's what I was telling him. You open the books on Trump. Well, now you got to open the books on all of them. You got to let the American people know. You know. How about letting us know this stuff before we vote them into our house? Nixon committed his crime during his presidency, and it was politically motivated. Well, they're saying some of the stuff Trump did was politically motivated with using campaign money, hush hush money, or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I think they could make a distinction between crimes. Yeah, they should have let this whole Stormy Daniels thing had nothing to do with anything unless something had to do with campaign money or something. I would think. I mean, I could be wrong. It's a zoo. It's just we don't know who to trust. I guess it goes back the only one we can trust is God or family. But then again, we're seeing all kinds of crazy stuff. Ooh, I got the cherry too. Well, I got the cherry and she got the gold mine. I got the shaft. But she got the gold mine. I got the. Ah, oh, dang it. She got the gold mine. I got the shaft. And that reminds me, I gotta clean my joystick, yeah. Cherry, son of a gun. Get that cherry. Oh, dang it. Dang it! No, I said she got the gold mine. I got the shaft. Well, I'm just a man with a plan. And someone stole my voice and my soul. All because of delphi. Miss Kelp, can you explain to us why you were talking about should have wore protection? Now you won't have an erection. What's going on? Fill me in. Ah, dang it. Oh, I think I remember you said you were only rhyming with me. It's just a rhyme. I hope so. You say, good God, what they do to me. What? Hi. Good God. Dang it! Dang it. Oh, you said something that rhymes with protection, erection, ejection. You have a dirty joystick, Johnny. I do not. Tell me I do. You want? Oh, I was going to. You were trying to trick me, Debbie. Trying to get me to show you it. Naughty lady. So you could try and blackmail me to go ahead and not cover the Delphi case no more. Naughty lady. Excuse me. That's private, Debbie. But I knew what you were trying to do. You wanted me to show you so you can. No, this joystick is dirty. I know you women are unbelievable. Tricky little things. Ooh, cherries. Got it. No, you women are devious. Just devious. You guys better run. I'm going to eat you all up. Yum yums. Give me one more. Ah, dang it. Uh-oh. Oh, poopity doo poops. They're on my butt. Ooh, yeah, I got them now, baby. Uh-oh. I got no more dots left. Yikes. Yikes. Ah, no. They got me. I mean, do you want to show it? No. You want me to be the next victim in the Delphi case? Plus, I don't want to go ahead and make any of these guys jealous. When you are overthinking this. No, I think I'm thinking the right thing. I know how you tricky ladies are. No, I know how you get. Oh, someone said you just got a small dinky dinky. And then they want to go ahead and see it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be called donkey boy no more. I don't want to be called donkey boy. Ah! No, I don't want them to hurt my feelings. Plus, I don't want to hurt any of these gentlemen's feelings. So I'm just going to be good. I know you're trying to trick me, Cal. You try and trick me, Cal. No, I know, Miss Debbie. She was trying to pull a fast one on me. She's lucky I was going to get up here and unroll it. But then I figured, aha. Right? Because I'm one of them dudes to be like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not no jerk. All right, I think we're going to end this video because you ladies are just, your mind is in the gutter tonight. It really is. I don't know what it is with you ladies, but your minds have gone in the gutters. I think it's all taken. You know, ever since they started talking about porn and everything in the Delphi case, I'm like, what does that have to do with the Delphi case? And I think it's rubbed over on some of these ladies. Very naughty ladies. But that's what these ladies are. That's what they do. Kind of messed that one up. I don't know if you messed it up or I'm not sure, but no, you ladies are always trying to get me in trouble. Yeah, just call me Donkey Boy. Yep, that's right. I don't want to upset anybody. No, it's not getting good. I would have to shut down and come back underneath a different title. I can't. I don't want to be like these other creators talking about naughty stuff in a Delphi video. But it's getting late. I got a lot of stuff to do. Rubbed off on me. I didn't rub nothing on you. You can't prove nothing. I never touched you. That's how dare you? I didn't rub nothing off on you. You got proof? That's what I thought. You got photos? I never rubbed anything on you. I can't believe these ladies. You ladies been hanging out with Greeno too much over in his chat. Them ladies are all wild. I keep forgetting these are supposed to be women, but these women are naughty sometimes. Good point. Shouldn't talk like that with a Delphi title. No, but somehow you ladies come over here and it turns into this wild, heated mess. I never rubbed nothing out or off on her. You cannot prove that. No, these women. That's what Debbie said. And Celt's just as bad. These, you know, go home to your husbands. God, I'm gonna have to call her husbands. That's not gonna keep them out of my chat. It's not funny, Debbie. Well, either you're a dirty girl or a dirty man. Posing as a woman, which is just as it's just as sick. Sickos. Now that concludes our video for tonight. I want to thank all you great ladies for stopping in tonight. Take your medicines. Be good. I hope you ladies had fun tonight. I'm always the butt of your jokes. I wish I could get some love in this world, but I don't get nothing. Johnny don't get nothing. Johnny don't get no photos of boobs and booties and nothing. Johnny's a lonely man doing a job of 50 to 100 men actually running this country, but nobody's supposed to know. You get all our love. I get nothing but poo slang at me like a monkey in a zoo. And I'm on the end of getting hit in the face with the poo. You're the monkeys. No, I want to say goodnight to all you great ladies. God bless you all. Have a great night. I hope you had fun. Be safe. Lock your doors at night. And God bless you all. And I'm going to finish my tea. Maybe play another round of Pac-Man. Dream of falling in love with an incredible woman and never getting on YouTube again. But I can only dream right now because women wrecked my life. Jealous, angry men and women destroyed my life. Now, you folks have a great night. God bless you all. And be safe. And Greeno, He's something. God bless y'all. Have a good night. Be safe.